Hello. Hi, everybody. Today is Wednesday, April 15th, 2020, and it's 2:30 p.m. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing well. As I was telling people, staying positive and staying happy is like it's a state of mind and it's a reflection of your character during these times. I have a friend who is kind of a negative person and he has negative thoughts and he complains. He's always bitching. He has this negative outlook on life. And I noticed that, things don't go well for him. He complains a lot. There's always something that he's complaining about. So I try not to spend too much time around him, even though he's my friend. And I heard this thing this morning. This person was talking. Like, I listen to YouTube videos all the time. And this person was talking about, what kind of a person are you? Are you a positive person or are you a negative person? And if you're a negative person and you're always bitching and complaining and judging people negatively, that's the kind of life you're going to have. It's just going to be a really crappy life. You're not going to enjoy life. On the other hand, if you're a positive person and you're always fighting for that positivity and filling yourself up with positive words, you're going to be a positive person. And we're all susceptible to the people we put ourselves around. It's like our diet. Your diet is more than your food. It's what you listen to, what you watch, who you're around. So you got to be really strict about your diet and what you allow around yourself. I'm reminded of the story that I want to share with you. The story that I heard a while ago. And it takes place in Southeast Asia. Long, long time ago. Before vehicles. There was these missionaries, two missionaries. And they were bringing the word of Jesus to these villages. To people who had never heard of Jesus. So they were bringing the good word of Jesus to these people and helping them. They were in one village and they had been there for some time, maybe a month or so. And then they said, okay, our work here is good. It's done for now. Tomorrow, let us set off and go and look for another village to bring the word of Jesus to them. So the next morning came, they packed up, morning came, sunrise, they set off early. They went walking into the horizon, not sure what they would discover or uncover. So around noon, midday, they could see something in the distance. And they were looking. One name was John, one name was James. So John says to James, James, look, you see that in the distance? What is that? They were looking. So they kept on walking. As they got closer, they could notice it was smoke. There was smoke in the air. And they're looking. They said, there's something there. As they came walking closer and they got closer, they realized it was a village. And as they got closer yet, they could feel something. Something wasn't right. See, we're all feeling beings, and when something's not right, you can feel it. Your intuition will tell you if something's right or not right for you. You need to trust your intuition. So they walked into the village and they noticed the huts were all burning, smoking, and there was bodies laying on the ground, bloodied bodies. And it was apparent that a war had just happened at this village. And they thought, wow. So they're looking around for survivors. And they're looking in the huts, what was left of the huts, and they were yelling around, hello, hello. They're looking for anybody, any sign of life. There was no response. They started looking in the edge of the village in the bushes. They're looking, maybe someone is hiding, they thought. So they're looking in the edges of the village, and they're looking, and they came across this bundle of leaves and branches. And they thought, what's that? And they started pulling away these branches and clearing off the leaves. And they discovered this life-sized clay statue of Jesus Christ. It was intricate, detailed. See, when you discover something, you don't find it. You discover. You take off the cover. You discover it, right? So they discovered this life-size statue of Jesus, and they thought, wow, why is this here? Why is it hiding here in the bushes? And then James says, well, whoever was invading this village, these villagers were probably trying to hide this statue from these invaders. And John says, hey, that makes sense. Yeah, okay, well, we can't just leave it here. No, we can't. So they broke a couple of bamboo trees. They made 2 long poles, and they pulled out that statue and they strapped it up to these poles. So John went in the front, James went in the back, and the statue was in between them. And they said, we'll take this back to the village where we came from. It'll be safe there. So they started walking. They're walking. They're walking with the statue. It's heavy. It's made out of clay. And just then, the skies closed up and the clouds came and it began to rain. As it began to rain, the winds picked up and the rain started coming more hard, more fast, more ferociously. The weather was just, it started to storm. It was storming. And we all know what happens to clay when it gets wet. That's right, when clay gets wet, it weakens. So as this statue got wet, it suddenly a big crack came down the middle. And they both looked and they got scared. They said, stop, stop. So they stopped, they put the statue down and they looked. There was a big crack down the center of it. And they thought, we can't, this is going to get wrecked. So they threw a tarp over the statue, and then they made themselves a little lean-to by this tree. And they said, we're going to wait here until the storm settles down, and then we'll resume. So as they're waiting, the day passed, nighttime came. One of the missionaries decided, they lit up their lamp, their flame lamp, they lit it. And he went out and he was having a pipe, a smoke on his pipe. And he thought, I want to check on the statue. So he lifted up the tarp. He put the lamp under the tarp to look at the statue. And this light was reflecting from that crack. And he thought, clay does not reflect light. What's going on here? So he called James. James, come here, come look at this. James came out. What is it? He said, look. He lifted up the tarp. He put that lamp under. And sure enough, right where that crack was, a light was reflecting from that crack. And they looked at each other. He says, clay does not reflect light. Oh, I know. Well, there's got to be something there. And they said, yeah. So they started chipping away at this clay. They started peeling off the layers of clay. And as they pulled off the layers of clay, they discovered that it was a life-size, pure golden statue of Jesus Christ worth millions of dollars. And their eyes lit up. They said, wow, this is beautiful. Who would have knew that this was hidden under this clay all this time? You see, that's how we all are. You're like that. I'm like that. Many of us in life are like that. The society that we're raised in, our friends, the places we go, they teach us things. They teach us how to judge. They teach us how to criticize, how to be cruel, how to be mean, how to be inconsiderate. And that's the clay. That's the clay that gets covered on us. See? And that's why I say choose this day, today, to begin chipping away that clay and let that true golden essence that's in each and every one of us, that love, that compassion, the respect, let it shine. Chip away the clay and let the true golden essence that's in all of us, let it shine. Show others that you love, that you care, that you're happy, that you're positive. Discover the true golden essence that's within you, because we're all born with it, and it just gets covered with clay. Chip away that clay today. Shine on. Peace out.